Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leigh Fuge, and in this video today we're going to be talking about the Tate FX Antares Overdrive pedal. Tate FX are a UK-based boutique pedal builder headed up by Stuart Tate. The Antares is one of the pedals that Stuart designs. This is an overdrive style pedal. You may recently have seen the demo I did on the channel of the Raise the Dead Fuzz. This is another pedal from the guys at Tate, but today we're going to be talking about this really cool overdrive pedal. Stuart Tate has explained to me that the Antares is sort of like a cross between a Tubescreamer and a Boss SD1. It's a really cool overdrive, and there's a couple of features that I really like on this. One thing this has been compared to by a few people I know is an Ibanez TS10, which is a very coveted overdrive pedal. A lot of people are searching for those old vintage TS10s, and apparently this does a lot of those same tones. Like all of the Tate stuff, this is made with super high quality components. We've got a Burr Brown op amp, which is just a lovely hi-fi sounding op amp. All the pots and the switches and the jacks are super high quality, and the components inside are fantastic as well. It's got all the usual high quality capacitors, 1% silver film resistors, and basically everything you guys would expect from a boutique builder like Tate. It's all hand wired as well. So on the top we've got gain, volume and tone, as you'd expect from an overdrive pedal. They all do what they say on the tin. Gain is the amount of gain, volume is the output volume, and tone is the overall tone of the pedal. So obviously the further up you push it, the brighter the sound. But the coolest thing about this pedal is this additional knob here. This is the clean blend. So when the knob is all the way up like that, you're just hearing the straight signal of the pedal. And when the knob is all the way down like this, you're not hearing the pedal at all, even if it's switched on. It's just a clean pass through of your signal. So the really cool thing is you can blend this in with your amp tone. So if you're using other pedals in the chain, if you're stacking this with other gains, you can kind of blend between the two. So you could have all of the Antares, or the Antares, and a bit of whatever else is coming into it or going out of it. Now this is really cool if you've got an amp you really like the sound of. Mid-humped TS style overdrives are known for removing the low end from something. So if you were to turn this all the way up and turn it on, you may find the low end shifts in your amp. Simply dial this back and allow the amp's low end to be blended in with the pedal using the clean blend. Super cool feature, and it makes this even more tweakable. It sort of takes that Tubescreamer formula and makes it a lot more usable for guitar players who don't want to lose the bottom end of their tone. It's also really useful if you're playing with a lot of gain, especially if you're stacking gains. You can use the clean knob to sort of dial in a little bit more clarity, especially if you stack the gains into a clean amplifier like I'm going to do in this video. So I can actually get the clean amp tone mixed with the overdrive tone from the pedal. So let's plug this thing in and see what it sounds like. The guitar I'm using for this video is my early 1980s Tokai Strat. I'm going to switch to a humbucker guitar later on in the video as well. I just wanted to start off with some single coils because that TS10 sound for me is all about those single coils. I'm plugged into the Black Stuff Studio 10 6L6, which is mic'd up with the Leigh Audio LCT 440 condenser mic. So as well as the Antares, there's this other pedal here called an Evil Octave. This isn't actually a pedal that's available. It's just something that a friend has loaned me. So the Antares is here on loan from my good friend Marcus Deluxe, who also built this lovely pedal board here that you see these two pedals on. He built this octave pedal, and it's just a crazy octave fuzz thing that I'm just having some fun with along with the Antares, but he very kindly loaned me this as well to test out. So thank you, Marcus. If anyone out there doesn't know who Marcus is, please go check out his link down below. Check out the pedal boards he builds. They're super cool. Buy one yourself. They look amazing. I love having this demo board on my desk because it means I can mount my pedals sort of vertically like this. It makes it much easier for filming demos with. So let's start out with the Antares at 12 o'clock. Even the clean blend, so everything's straight up at 12 o'clock. And to give you guys an idea what the clean blend does, I'm just going to play a little bit and move that clean blend. I'm going to turn the volume up just to add a little bit of kick to the front end of the amp as well, but I'll move that clean blend all the way up and all the way down so you can hear the difference. So it makes a big difference. You can really blend in the clean characteristics of the amp. If you're boosting the amp like I am here, I've actually got the volume on the pedal a little bit louder. You can hear the volume drop off because it lets more of the quieter amp sound through. If I was running this Unity game with the amp, it would be a bit more of a seamless blend, but I like to actually kick the front end of the amp a little bit harder when I use overdrives as well. I think it just brings out a couple of nicer harmonics. So let's start off by pushing the gain back a bit more. Then let's go for like a quarter of the way up with a bit more volume and a little bit less tone. I'm going to keep the clean blend on full to start off. We might change that as we go along. So it's got all those kind of low gain but mid hump tones we'd expect. One of my favorite ways to run a pedal like this is with everything sort of at 1 o'clock. I love this kind of tone because you still get that clarity of like a cleanish amp, but you get a little bit of bite on the drive. So with this being like a Tubescreamer SD1 kind of vibe, we're not going to get a ton of gain. So let's push the gain all the way up just to give you a flavour of what it's got in the tank. And we'll set the tone just under halfway because I prefer these to be a little bit darker. I'm going to bring the volume down a fraction as well. So even on the higher gain settings, it's not super crazy. Dial the gain back now and just for fun, kick on Marcus's fuzz pedal. So this is sort of a fuzz that has 2 different octaves. I've been told the glitch control doesn't really do anything, so I've been told not to use it. So we'll just kick this on and see what it does. That's a bit nuts. That does a lot of weird things. Pretty fun though. Marcus built that himself, so if you like that, you should encourage Marcus to get into pedal building, because I think he would enjoy that. Back to the Antares. Let's check out what the tone control does. So the tone control all the way down. And all the way up. I never like the sound of a tone control up full on a guitar, but I quite like it relatively low. I like it sort of about there, maybe like 10 o'clock. It's a pretty pleasing sound to my ears. So let's look at some humbucker tones now. I've got my Shergold Provocateur here, which has a humbucker in the bridge and a P90 in the neck. So we can explore a couple of additional pickup sounds here. So I'll just start off where I left off with the gain at sort of 2 o'clock, the volume at 1 o'clock, and the tone at about 10 o'clock. So using humbuckers of the Antares brings it a little bit more into that classic rock vibe. So let's bring the gain to about halfway now and bring that clean blend in a little bit more as well. So it cleans up really nice when you put the clean blend back and use a P90 as well. So let's go full gain, fully sort of wet signal. So the clean blend is completely gone now, and I've got maximum gain. So it works fantastic with humbuckers as well. So let's just try one more thing. So full gain, but quite a bit of clean blend. So I'm actually blending in more of the amp sound here, but a lot of the gain. So the Tate Antares is a super versatile overdrive pedal. Obviously with that clean blend, you can pretty much do anything you want. The fact that you can blend in the clean signal with the amp, or actually if your amp is running overdriven anyway, you could blend in the amp's overdrive characteristics with that of the pedal. Obviously I'm running this into a clean amp, but you've got so many options there about what you could do with this thing. It really does open up the tweakability of a pedal like this. It's based on that kind of Tubescreamer SD1 architecture, but I mean, there's so many extra tweaks under the hood here that Stuart has done that it kind of takes it to another level. So I'm really impressed with the Antares. That, I think, is one of the best new overdrive pedals I've heard in a while. Those tones are just so spot on for what I expected them to be from what everyone told me about this pedal. It really did hit those expectations. I was told it did that kind of TS10 thing, and it does. If you want that kind of clean but mid-pushed overdrive, there it is, there's the Antares. But that clean boost, or the clean blend I should say, allows you to bring in the low end. So if you've got an amp that's really good at covering the low end, you've got that mid sort of boosted drive tone with a sort of low end heavy amp. You can pretty much dial in your perfect tone using this thing. So go check out Tate FX, because this thing is pretty cool. And like I said earlier, a big shout out and a big thank you to Marcus Deluxe for loaning me this pedal to shoot this video with. Marcus has been telling me to check out the Antares for a while, so there it is. I finally checked it out, and Marcus, I love it. So thank you for sending that down for me to check out. And also, again, everyone, go check out Marcus on Instagram. His link is below in the description, because he makes these really cool pedal boards that my pedals are on here for this demo. I've been using this board for my pedal demos and it's awesome. So go check those out. Marcus builds those things, so go and get one from him because they're really cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below in the comments what you think of the Tate Antares Overdrive. I really look forward to hearing what you guys think. If you did enjoy, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there, and I will see you guys very soon. Thanks so much for watching.